I published my first novel in 2021 after writing for 11 years. I created story after story after story, turning it into the first book of an epic series. But there was a challenge. I grew better as a writer, thus outlining a very costly mistake. And on this video, I'm going to tell you what that mistake was and how you as an indie author can avoid it. My name is McMullin. I am a fantasy author, writer of Legacy of the Arcanin Flame. Before I get into this video, do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button to show your support for the channel. This helps the channel grow and allow YouTube to send this video out to more authors just like you and I. As I said before, I am the author of this book right here, Legacy of the Arcanin Flame. But before the Arcanin Calamity series, there was the World's End series. My first book was The Gem State Siege, written during NaNoWriMo in the year 2020. It was a prequel meant to world build the Aether universe so I can release the book that I had actually been working on for 11 years. As a new author, you're constantly trying to find out how to sell your books and find your readers. You stumble down a rabbit hole or two and find horror stories about indie authors who just couldn't make it. Some have made a little money in the industry, and then there's a lot who has made no money at all. Then you hear someone talk about 20 books at $50K being the annual event that every indie author needs to attend. If you are not familiar with 20 Books Vegas, it is a literary convention that revolves around the idea that an author should be making somewhere around $50,000 a year if they have 20 books published. I'm sure you can put the rest together. Just like any human in need of money, I heard this and thought I had the roadmap to the winning lotto ticket. 50K a year? I can finally be a full-time author and kick out the content that I know I could be making. So in turn, I looked to quantity instead of quality and continued to build onto a platform that I couldn't even believe in. Just like a toxic relationship, I saw something better for myself in my series. And during that time, I learned a lot more about myself and writing as an art form. By the time I recognized this vortex of chaos, I was already on book 4. And when I held this book in my hand for the first time, I knew for a fact that I could be doing better. I say that to say this. There are a lot of quotes out there about publishing that will make you believe that quantity is more important than quality. But take it from me, it never is. In the beginning of my journey, I learned so much more about my story, my universe, and my personal story that it ultimately helped me make the decision to start over. And I'm glad I did. This product, as it sits, is my pride and joy, and something that I can proudly say that I wrote. And that's something that I just could never say with the Gem State Siege and believe. I don't regret starting over at all, but I do understand that it is a scenario that I should never have been in the first place. Had I been more conscious of my process and not be so desperate to get started, then things probably would have been a lot different. But instead, the pressure of getting my work out there took priority. And it shouldn't have. Let me know in the comments what's the biggest mistake that you've made as an indie author, and let me know how you fixed it. And fun fact, 91% of the people who watched my last video didn't actually subscribe to the channel. I'm not mad, but do me a favor and support this channel by hitting that subscribe button and that thumbs up, and hit that bell for notification. Find my book, Legacy of the Arcanin Flame, anywhere that sells books, in ebook and paperback. Audiobook coming as soon as I can get the funds to do so. You can also find the prequel book, Before the Flame, Conspiracy Codex, in the description below. Companion series starting with The Darkest Day releases on July 29th. Pre-orders are already started, and you can find that book on Amazon. You can find that book starting July the 29th is when that releases. Hope you enjoyed this video and found some value in it. Until next time, writers, stay fly, right on.